All right, hello wine drinking people. Time for more of what I've had to drink yesterday, and our friends from Circo Vino, a company that specializes in Austrian wines we're in. And this is an uphill battle. I mean, they make great wines in Austria, but nobody knows these wines, and they're hard to pronounce. But I'll tell you some great values, and we're going to bring some things in to the store. We already have some things in from this producer, the Weingut Knoll. Absolutely fantastic. On the first day, it's amazing. These wines weren't nearly as impressive as the second day in the glass with just a little bit. It's amazing how these Knoll wines separated themselves from the rest of the pack. The first day I looked at them and I said, man, for the price, I don't know that they're that much better than the other wines. But like I said, that is why I taste the wines again on the second day, because you really notice the cream rising to the top. All right, well, the first one we had was the Huber Gruner Veltliner. And I wish I could say Obersteigen Transcendental. Well, some of these words are a little hard to pronounce. Those weren't that bad, but that's one of the reasons why Austrian wines are maybe a little bit misunderstood. We don't like to say things that we can't pronounce in this country. But anyways, this wine's on Dolomitic limestone, is bedrock and loess, and influenced by the Trison River. That's the area of Tricental, and this is a single vineyard wine. Lovely green melon fruit. That's what you get out of the Gruner Veltliner, with fresh apple, notes of white pepper, spice, and a distinct minerality to these wines. Definitely all of them. And this one had a lovely lime citrus fruit here showing. A lovely bright and crisp note on the tongue with green melon. That lime citrus showing through some pretty floral notes, and a hint of white pepper spice on the finish. Excellent juice at 23.25. These were all, I thought, veritable values when you look at the quality of these wines. All of them excellent in quality here today. The Malat Gruner Veltliner from Holgengraben Kremstal. This is the soils here are a mix of loess clay, sandy loam, very diverse. And this one also had that white pepper, spicy note to the bouquet herbs and fresh earth and a bit of fruit showing through there. The melon and green Kefir lime and some lavender floral notes. Really intense minerality to the palate on this wine. Tongue tingling. You get that from the acidity, but also the minerality makes the tongue tingle with that white pepper spice and that zesty lime citrus leaving the tongue, salivating for food. Excellent juice at 29.25. Then the Johanneshof Rotgefilter. That's the name of the grape, and we have this wine in the store, actually, also. This is one of the local whites, and the parent grape is Traminer. Nice amount of fresh tree fruit showing on the nose, apples, pears, pretty floral notes, some gravelly minerality, nice concentration here. Most Austrian whites are fermented on the skins, so they're usually better on the second day. These first three were just as good. I wouldn't say they were that much better, but this wine's showing a nice amount of that tree fruit on the tongue here. Nice richness and that chalky, minerally nuance to the finish here. Nice intensity and balance here as well. Excellent juice at 21.75. Like I said, the first three pretty close in quality. And then the Weingut Knoll wines came in. And, on the first day, these wines seemed close in quality, but on the second day, wow. They really showed their stuff. And this is the Ried Leubenberg Gruner Veltliner Smarge. Smarge is a term they use for, it's a measure of ripeness. It's kind of like, Auchlase and Baron Auchlase, and it has to be 12.5% alcohol or higher to call it that. And this is the most easterly part of the Wachau. They produce some of the driest wines here, and they don't like botrytis for some reason. But this wine's got a lovely freshness to it, melon and pear fruit with notes of white flowers. Very rich on the palate. This wine just developed incredible bouquet on the second day and seemed to get even richer on the tongue. A lovely, smooth, and creamy texture with a host of minerality showing through the finish, leaving the tongue tingling and salivating for food. Really nice length in this wine. You could just tell you'd like to have this wine 10 years down the road. Most excellent juice at 56.75. And then the Weingut Knoll Ried Kellerberg Dunster Riesling Leuben Wachau Schmarged. And tongue twister that one is, but this one's got a lovely white peach and apricot fruit here. And the first one Gruner, the second one Riesling, and you notice the difference in fruit, the peach and apricot, as opposed to the green melon, and lovely lemon zest to this wine, some wet stone-like minerality, nice intensity, and again, the richness on this wine, just blossoming on the second day, a lovely, smooth, creamy texture with a lovely zest to the minerality here, and a long finish, tightly wound, but showing even better on the second day, most excellent juice. All right, and then a downturn here, I don't know why this Sauvignon Blanc was shown after these killer or most excellent whites here, but the Settlerhof Sauvignon Blanc from Suten Teichenmark, or however you say that, this wine was, it was good, but I would have showed it before these other wines because it wasn't as good to me. I would have showed it maybe even first, as this was the least desirable of all the whites to me. More southern appellation, a mix of different soil types. A bit of that musky quality you get from Sauvignon Blanc, white grapefruit citrus, kind of green onion note there, gravelly minerality, some sea salt also there. Bright and fresh on the tongue, a bit lean on the fruit, that spicy onion note lasting through the finish, though, along with that briny quality. A very good little wine at $24.75. And then the Klaus Priesinger Blanc Frankish from Burgenland. Yeah, this is an area that's affected by the high winds and the body of water that's close by here. And 10 degrees warmer than Lower Austria, so better with the reds here. Some black earth, clay, and sand. A very distinct nose to this wine, man. Wow, wild game, briary, violet floral notes, dark berry, blackberry, bitter cocoa, dark earth. Really nice richness and a very unique bouquet here to this wine. Good amount of that blackberry fruit showing through on the tongue with fine tannins, dark earth, and that wild gamey character showing through on the finish. A very good wine at $24.75. That's what we had to drink with our friends from Circo Vino. Some good Austrian juice. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.